All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel, guys. It is time for another review. So say hello to Ren and Stimpy, Powder Testman Log, and TV, and let's get started with the Finch Roadrunner, guys. If you're not subscribed, please check us out and consider that. This is the new Finch box. Collect them all. Unique pocket knives, and where's the keep life from getting dull? I love it. And then back here you have Finch, and this is the Roadrunner and 154 CM satin finish and burlwood number RR204. Love it, love it, love it. And here it is. Now, guys, it is funny. I love their stories on the knives, and this one is pretty funny the way they worded it. It says, the Roadrunner is an opportunistic omnivore, and it's a fast-running cuckoo with long legs, tails, and crests. Reports have this bird clocked at speeding along at almost 27 miles an hour. Being chased by a hungry coyote, our Roadrunner, with its lean stiletto blade, will deploy fast and furious, sure to keep that pesky sure to stop that pesky coyote in its tracks. How funny is that? So they have this guy in three handle materials. They have it in a yellow and black resin. They have it in red jigged bone, and they have it in this burl wood. Now, I don't know exactly what wood this is, but it's a beautiful burl. You do have the Finch loom logo, and it does work. You have these satin finished bolsters on either end. You do have that awesome pocket clip. We'll show the Holiday in a minute, and it's very similar to the Holiday. It is a bolster lock. And you can see on mine there's a little bit of something there on the blade. I think they were saying it's a place that the finish, because it's a little harder part of the wood, the finish didn't quite go in well. Not a problem for me. It's fine. I mean, the rest of it looks absolutely gorgeous, as you can see. There are some smaller hard spots, like right there, where you can see that finish is a little shinier than the rest of them. So that's exactly what it is. Really cool. Now, this is a stiletto style knife. Now, you guys know from the original switchblades, they were in that form of a stiletto or almost a dagger. Now, in this case, you have more of a drop point, really a spear point. It's really a spear point, nice pokey stabby blade, satin finish. You got the Finch logo over here. And over here, you've got 154 CM and Roadrunner. These are made by QSP in China. Very, very well done. Now, it's an interesting, let me get, my leg is in the wrong place. There we go. I got it all situated now. So what's interesting about this one, guys, is it's a nice size in the hand. As you can see, I've got plenty of room for this one. Now, you do have that stiletto guard on both sides. So for me, almost this grip has been the best, but I will tell you that if you want to come up, as you can see, you can sort of straddle that with your thumb, because your thumb kind of comes at an angle, or you can even go over it like this. Some of you will think that may be an issue. The other thing is you can grip it like this, and you get that great traction on that guard. And I'll tell you why I love that guard in a minute and why it doesn't bother me. Two reasons. Number one is there's plenty of handle room. If it made me back up and there wasn't enough handle room, then as I've said in another review before, it would be a problem. But in this case, it is not a problem, and we'll give you that second reason when we get to action. Typical Finch pivot. Wow, if I can talk. It is on bearings. Great pocket clip, good retention. No issues, goes in and out of the pocket really well. It is fairly deep carry, but you got about that much sticking out. Doesn't bother me because you got that beautiful satin finish sticking out. Nice and chamfered and rounded on the edges. Let's see, how are these transitions? Non-existent. Absolute perfection on mine. Now, there is one spot right there, you can actually see it, where it sticks up and I can catch my thumb on it. The rest of it is very, very smooth on both sides, no problem whatsoever. Just a beautiful handle material. Just look at that, guys. It is unbelievably beautiful. Now, it is a flipper, and it is a little different flipper tab than you used to from Finch, because they were doing it on either side, but it's got good jimping. pops right out. Mine, I know JB, Big Red EDC, had some issues with his detent. My detent, you can't fail this. I just tried. Hold on, let me try real lightly just to get to that break point. Yeah, you can't. And if you're really hitting it the way you're supposed to, it comes out and sounds just like the Holiday. Just flies out of there. Now it drops to your thumb. One shake gets it home, or a couple smaller shakes, whatever you want to do. Very, very nice. Now, the second form of deployment on this knife, which I love, is to hook your thumb on the back stiletto guard, and just do that. Guys, it is a front flipper that works perfectly for me. The other ones, you're always trying to catch that silly jimping on the thing that's angled this way. In this case, all you're doing is flicking your thumb upward, and it works like a charm. This is an amazing front flipper. They didn't advertise it as a front flipper, but let me tell you right now, if you like both back flipping and front flipping, this is your knife. And I can do it like you see, and I can do it perfectly. Now, this blade is really thin and slicey. When you do put your thumb up here, nice landing pad, no problem whatsoever. You can see I've got clearance there. Really stinking cool. Now, we'll do some comparisons here after I tell you the specs, if I can get my computer to cooperate. It is 7.75 inches. On the overall, the blade length is 3.4, so almost 3.5. Handle length is 4.35, so again, almost 4.5. Blade height, 0.70. Handle height, 0.90. Handle thickness, 0.5. The weight is 4.5, guys. But it's not bad. 154 cm on the blade steel. Satin finish, again, designed in Stillwell, Kansas. Produced in China. Lockup. Man, it's about 45, I would call it. No issues. You got this great, chamfering here to get to that lock bar. The lock bar moves really fluidly. No problems. No lock stick on mine. I know JB had some lock stick. None whatsoever on this one. Really actuates well. Let's look at centering. Okay, so mine is off to the clip side just slightly. I have not tried to adjust it at all. I bet I could get that centered if I did, but it is off just slightly. No blade play, no lock rock. Locked up like a bank vault. All right, so where did I put... Oh, right here. So the first one we're going to look at is this guy with the Finch Cimarron. As you can see, they are very close. Let me get that lined up pivot to pivot. Very close in size. So if you know the size of the Cimarron, that is pretty much the size of the Roadrunner. Here's what I was talking about the snappiness. See, very similar in sound to the Holiday. Okay, ready? We're going to do this. Yeah, very similar. A little bit stronger on this one because it's got a little more girth up here. A little heavier. All right, let's see what we got. We're lined up pivot to pivot. Now, you can see the Roadrunner's a little longer in the blade and a little longer in the handle, but very close. So again, if you know the size of the Holiday, you're pretty close to the size of the Roadrunner. And since we're in Finch World, we'll give you a small one here. Here is the 1929 lined up pivot to pivot. It's quite larger than the 1929. So there you go, guys. We're already at 9 minutes, so we're going to wrap this puppy up. But there is the Finch Roadrunner. Guys, the fun thing is this guy's going to be packed up and sent up to my buddy Kevin Lefty EDC so he can check it out. So you'll see this one again, and hopefully he won't take it apart and ruin it and mess it up. But so this is the Roadrunner. They are available now. I will leave a link. Let's see. Are they available still on their store? Let's see. Well, doesn't look like it. So I will give you probably like traditional pocket knives or something like that, where you can get these guys. They have got 3 more, I think, knives come. 4 more, maybe 3 or 4 more knives coming out. 1, 2. I think it's 4 more knives coming out in 2022. But this one is just killer. I love it. Thank you guys for watching. and for checking it out. Give me a thumbs up and a comment, and let me know what you think. And guys, if you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. And thanks for watching the Knives Fast channel.